Hey guys, this is Miles from Swiss Crypto Podcast, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the interesting talent that is flowing into the cryptocurrency space day by day. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Before we start, a quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, and whatever I say should not be taken as any legal tax or financial advice. Please always do your own research before you invest into anything. I already talked about big institutions getting into the crypto. If you haven't seen that video, if you haven't listened to that podcast, I'm gonna link that one in the upper right corner. If you're interested, click on it, listen to it. Very interesting stuff. But I'm not only going to talk about big institutions as I already did, but I want to show you guys the talented people that are turning their backs to the financial institutions and that are moving into the cryptocurrency space. I already talked about the New York Stock Exchange going into the cryptocurrency space with Bakkt, about BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, SBI or Morgan Stanley. But there are a lot of individual people, talented people and money-making people that are now moving into the cryptocurrency space, and I picked a few and I want to present them to you so you'll know a bit more about them after this podcast. The very first one is called Teeka Tiwari. I've already talked about this guy, very interesting guy, one of my favorite crypto enthusiasts coming from the Wallstreet space. If you're interested in his story, read up on him. I'm just giving a quick overview on what he did and where he's coming from. He was one of the youngest employees at Lehman Brothers at the age of 18 years old. 18 years, that's incredible. And he also became the youngest vice president in the history of Lehman Brothers. He then became a hedge fund manager and also launched a hedge fund himself. He left Wall Street and then founded the Palm Beach Research Group, which gives advice in the cryptocurrency space to institutional investors that are directly coming from Wall Street and want to have a look into the cryptocurrency space. Very interesting guy. He does some very interesting predictions on where prices in cryptocurrencies could go. If you're interested in them, I won't show them in my podcast. Look him up on Google, Teeka Tiwari. Read up on it. Some very interesting predictions he does there. Next up are two very important people in the cryptocurrency space, the Winklevoss twins. The Winklevoss twins some years ago sued Mark Zuckerberg because of Facebook. I believe they sued him because Mark Zuckerberg was accused of plagiating the idea of Facebook from an idea the Winklevoss twins already had. So they won that case in court and got very, very rich. Those two have become very, very influential people in the cryptocurrency space because they founded the Winklevoss Capital. And Winklevoss Capital has become one of the most influential cryptocurrency funds. They also run the crypto exchange Gemini, and they tried to get regulators to permit the very first Bitcoin ETF, which has failed in the past. Probably is going to be accepted in the future. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure if their ETF is gonna get accepted. I believe the very first Bitcoin ETF accepted by regulators will be offered by a regulated exchange like Bakkt is, because they are supervised by the New York Stock Exchange. But we'll see where this is going and what will happen. Next one is Brienne Madigan. Brienne Madigan worked at Goldman Sachs from 2003 to 2017, and she was an executive, a vice president and head of institutional wealth services at Goldman Sachs. She also was a chief operating officer for the G10 global foreign exchange business, and she then moved to the cryptocurrency space and actually became the head of institutional sales and management at blockchain.com. If you don't know what blockchain.com is, give it a view. This is not paid advertisement, it's just for your education, that you know what I'm talking of and that you know the most important sites and the most important actors in the cryptocurrency space. Next one is Chris Mata. Chris Mata is the one on the far right. If you're watching, if you are just listening, doesn't matter that much. Chris Mata worked at the Goldman Sachs and he had roles in risk management and big data technology solutions, and he then shifted into the bank's wealth management division as a vice president. He turned his back to the Wall Street space and came into the cryptocurrency space together with his two friends that you'll see on the pictures here. I don't know the names of them, they are not that important, but what you have to know is that Chris Mata, he founded the Crescent Crypto Asset Management. Next up is Amber Baldet. Amber Baldet is a JP Morgan blockchain executive and blockchain program lead. And she founded the blockchain startup by herself called Clovyr. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Clovyr, Clovyr. And she was appointed to the board of the Zcash Foundation. So this is a very interesting path that she wanted to go. She turned her back to JP Morgan, where she already worked in blockchain and blockchain development, but she then decided to do her own startup, Clovyr, and work on that one, and also work at Zcash Foundation. The last one is Richard Kim, and Richard Kim was a vice president at Goldman Sachs, and he then joined Galaxy Digital as a COO. And he actually was hired by Mike Novogratz, who is a very important figure in the cryptocurrency space as well. Mike Novogratz is the founder of Galaxy Digital, and he wanted to have Richard Kim aboard on the cryptocurrency path that Galaxy Digital is going right now. So guys, this talent influx is a clear sign of growth and adoption of the cryptocurrency space. In my opinion, I just wanted to show you some interesting persons out of the Wall Street space that turned their back on them and came to the cryptocurrency space, that bring their talent and their money-making skills into the cryptocurrency space. And I'm pretty sure the cryptocurrency space and all our cryptocurrencies will profit from them. If you found that video interesting, give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next video.